Hello dear students. In the previous session we were started solving problems on semi-linear partial differential equation, right? So yesterday I have given one assignment. I hope you all are tried that problem. I will just explain the steps once again. Okay, so this was the given PDE, that is x ux plus y uy is equal to x e power minus u. This is my semi-linear partial differential equation. So its general form is a of x comma y ux plus b of x comma y uy is equal to c of x comma y comma u. If I compare my general partial differential equation with the given partial differential equation, the value of a of x comma y is x, b of x comma y is y, and c of x comma y comma u is x e power minus u. So the next step what we were doing, we were considering the characteristic equation for my equation number 1, right? So dx by dt is x, dy by dt is y, du by dt is x e power minus u. And we were considering the given data, right? So given data is u is equal to 0 on y is equal to x square. U is equal to 0 on y is equal to x square. So initially I have to consider when t is equal to 0. The initial point we were discussing about is origin. So I will consider t is equal to 0. When t is equal to 0, if the value of x is not given, then we were considering x naught of s is equal to s. So y is equal to x square. At t is equal to 0, y becomes y naught of s. This will be x naught of s whole square. The value of x naught of s is s, so s square. Y naught of s become s square, right? Similarly, u is 0, so u of x comma y is 0. At t is equal to 0, u naught of s comma s square is 0, isn't it? So now let's consider one by one equations and we will find out the value of x, y and u. So first I have taken equation number 2. Using variable separable method, I can write dx by x is equal to dt. On integrating this, you will get x is equal to e power t plus c1. So when t is equal to 0, I will find out the value of c1. And if you substitute this value here, you will get the value of x. So I can write this as x is equal to e power t into e power log x. E power t remains as it is. Exponential power log gets cancelled. You will get s itself. So again I will consider equation number 3. Similar procedure we will go through so that I will get the value of y. Okay, so now from equation number 4, let's find out the value of u. Du by dt is equal to x e power minus u. Here you should be very careful. You have to substitute the value of x here, because when you apply variable separable method, your equation will become e power u into du is equal to x into dt. So when I find out the value of x, you will get x in terms of s and t. So you have to substitute this value here. Okay, so s into e power t dt. Now integrate this. You will get, if you integrate e power u with respect to u, it is e power u itself, and s is act as constant here. E power t with respect to t, if I integrate, you will get e power t itself with a constant. So again, when t is equal to 0, e power u naught of s is equal to s plus c3. U naught of s value is 1, so this will nothing but e power 0 is equal to s plus c3. This implies e power 0 is 1 is equal to s plus c3. We can write c3 as 1 minus s. Now again substitute this value here. You will get e power u is equal to s e power t plus 1 minus s. From these two I have taken s as common, so that you will get e power t minus 1 plus 1 remain as it is. So my next task is I have to eliminate t and s in my solution, right? So if I want to find out the solution for this, obviously if you take log on both sides, you will get u is equal to log of this term. But in this term I have s and t terms. Now I have to eliminate this. In order to eliminate s and t, first what I have done is I have divided your equation number 5 by equation number 6, so that your e power t gets cancelled. You will get a solution in terms of s. Then using that we can find out the solution for t or e power t. Okay. So if I divide equation 5 by 6, you will get s is equal to y by x. Similarly, I have taken your equation number 5, that is x is equal to s into e power t. From equation number 8, I know the value of s, that is y by x into e power t. From this we can write what is e power t, right? E power t is nothing but x square by y. In this solution, I have e power t. So you need not to find out what is t. If you find out the value of t, you will get in terms of log. Again you will write e power log of x square by exponential logarithmic gets cancelled. You will get x square by y itself. So rather than doing all those steps, we can stop here only, so that I can substitute the value of e power t here. So now I have value for s and for e power t. Let's substitute the values here. So your equation 7 becomes e power u is equal to s is nothing but y by x into e power t is nothing but x square by y minus 1 plus 1 as it is. So if you take LCM, your y gets cancelled. You will get x square minus y by x plus 1. So now I will write solution for you. For that I have to take log on both sides. So log of x square minus 1 by x plus 1 is nothing but the final solution. So this is how we solve our semi-linear partial differential equation if the equation is not coupled. That means if you observe your characteristic equation, you can find out the value of x, y independently. You need not to find, this equation is not coupled equation. That means one equation is not dependent on the other, right? So now let's see what will happen if equations are coupled. This is the given PDE. X ux plus x plus y into uy is equal to u plus 1, and this is the data. Your initial condition, u is equal to x square when y is equal to 0. Okay, these are the initial steps. That is, I have taken your given equation and I have called that equation as equation number 1. I have just compared your equation 1 with the general partial differential equation, which is in semi-linear form. So if I compare, I will get the value of a, b and c. Then I just taken your characteristic equation. Okay, so here in equation 3 you can observe you have to substitute the value of x in order to find the value of y. This is what we call it as coupled equation. So your y is depending on your equation number 2, right? So now first what I will do, I will consider your equation number 2. From equation number 2, let's find out the value of x. Using variable separable method, you will get the value of x when t is equal to 0. So now I have to find out the value of y. dy by dt is equal to x plus y. So I will consider your equation number 3. Using your equation number 3, let's solve for y. Okay. So first what I have to do, I have to substitute the value for x from your equation number 5. So dy by dt is equal to s into e power t plus y. This is from equation number 5. So if I just take my equation in this form, I can say that it is not possible to solve in this level itself. So I have to do some simplification, right? For that what I will do is, I will write this equation in the form of dy by dt minus y is equal to s into e power t. Now if you observe this equation is nothing but your linear differential equation, right? So the above equation is of the form dy by dt plus py is equal to q. This is nothing but my linear differential equation. So now the obtained equation is in the form of your linear differential equation. In order to solve this equation, we have to find out the integrated factor, right? So now let's compare general equation with the obtained equation. So here the value of p is -1 and q is s into e power t. So integrated factor is equal to e power integral of p into dt, right? So this is nothing but e power -1 into dt. If you integrate this, you will get e power -t. Is this my solution for y? No. In order to find the solution of y, I have one more formula, that is y into integrated factor is equal to integral of q into integrated factor into dt plus I have used c1, so I will write c2 as constant here. So now I know the value of integrated factor, substitute the values and find out the solution for y. Y into e power -t is equal to integration of value of q is s into e power t into integrated factor is e power -t into dt plus c2. Since bases are same, I can add the powers. So t minus t is 0, e power 0 is 1. You will get y into e power -t is equal to integration of s into dt plus c2. So y into e power -t is equal to s into t plus c2. Now I have to find out the solution when t is equal to 0. When t equals 0, you will get y naught of s, which is equal to c2. This will become 0, e power 0 is 1, right? So this implies c2 is equal to, from the data, y naught of s is 0. So that means the value of c2 is 0. Now substitute the value here, you will get, therefore y into e power -t is equal to st and y is equal to st into e power t. I will call this as equation number 6. Okay, so now let's find out the value of u. For that I will use the equation number 4. From equation 4, we have du by dt is equal to u plus 1. So we can integrate this very easily. Du by u plus 1 is equal to dt. I have integrated here. So when t is equal to 0, you will get u naught of s comma 0, which is equal to e power c3 minus 1. U naught of s comma 0 is nothing but s square from the given data. Again I have shifted this -1 to here itself. S square plus 1 is equal to e power c3. So c3 value become log of s square plus 1. Just substitute this value here. You will get u is equal to s square plus 1 into e power t minus 1. So my next task is I have to eliminate s and t in this equation, right? So again what I will do is, in order to eliminate s and t, first I will divide equation 5 by equation 6. You can choose any other method in order to eliminate s and t. This is the easiest way, that's why I'm trying to solve in this way itself. So your equation 5 is x is equal to s into e power t, x by y is equal to s into e power t divided by s t into e power t. This is your equation number 6 from. Okay. So s gets cancelled, e power t gets cancelled. You will get t is equal to y by x. Call this as equation number 8. So now I have to find out the value of s. If you substitute the value of t in your equation number 5 or equation number 6, you will get in terms of s, right? So from equation 5, x is equal to s into e power t. So x is equal to s into e power y by x. This implies s is equal to x into e power minus y by x. This will come to your denominator. This term comes to denominator. So if you shift that term to your numerator, you will get a negative sign. Call this as equation number 9. Now substitute equation 8 and 9 in your equation number 7. So from 7, u is equal to s square. So this will become x square into e power minus 2y by x plus 1 into e power t is y by x minus 1. If you solve this, you will get u is equal to x square into e power minus 2y by x into e power y by x plus e power y by x minus 1. Since bases are same, I will add the powers. You will get u is equal to x square into e power minus y by x plus e power y by x minus 1. So this is the final solution which does not contain s and t. The next problem is we have to solve this partial differential equation y into ux plus x into uy is equal to u, with u of 0 comma y is equal to y cube and u of x comma 0 is equal to x cube. So we have two cases here. I will consider this as case number 1 and this as case number 2. Okay. So this is the initial given data. Now if you observe the characteristic equation, till now we were solving the differential equation where your characteristic equation for x will be in terms of x and for y it will be in terms of y or in the combination of x and y, and your du by dt will be in terms of u, x, y, something like that. Since the general PDE consists of a of x comma y, means here a is a function of x and y or x or y, it may be any combination, right? So in this partial differential equation, your a of x comma y is a function of y. So when you write the characteristic equation, your dx by dt will be y, dy by dt will be x and du by dt will be u. So now if you solve this equation, in normal way we cannot solve this equation, right? If you integrate this, what you will get, you can write this as dx is equal to y into dt. If you integrate that, you will get equation like this, right? If you write this, you can write this as dx is equal to y into dt. If you integrate this, you will get x is equal to yt. Again x is unknown, y is unknown, t is unknown, right? So when t is equal to 0, if you do a normal procedure, you will get x is equal to 0. So we cannot solve in this way, because if you apply 0 here in the second equation, this is dy by dt is equal to x. If you substitute this value here, again you will get y is equal to 0. But this solution does not satisfy your given data. Okay, when we solved your problem number 1, you can check that I got solution for x as t plus s, right? So when t is equal to 0, you will get x is equal to 0, or you can say x naught of s is yes. So this solution satisfied your given data. Similarly for y, when t is equal to 0, you will get y naught of s as s plus s square. This satisfies the solution with your condition. But when it comes to this problem, if you solve in that procedure, you will get a value for y as 0 and x as 0. This will not satisfy your given data. So in order to solve this type of problem, we will use some other method, that is, we have dx by dt is equal to y. So what I will do is I will differentiate this equation with respect to t, so that I will get d square x by dt square is equal to dy by dt. So from your characteristic equation, I know the value of dy by dt. If you substitute here, you will get d square x by dt square is equal to x. You can write this as d square x by dt square minus x is equal to 0. So now you can solve this equation by finding the auxiliary roots, right? So this is nothing but, if I want to write auxiliary equation for this, the auxiliary equation is given by m square minus 1 is equal to 0. So m is equal to plus or minus 1. Now I got the solution for x, that is, since roots are real and distinct, x is equal to c1 into e power t plus c2 into e power minus t, right? So you can observe one more thing here. In the given data, the value of x is 0. So when t is equal to 0, x naught of s is 0. You will not take it as yes here. If they have not given the value of your x, you will choose it as yes. Since they have mentioned that x value is 0, when t is equal to 0, x naught of s will be 0 itself, and y, when t is equal to 0, y naught of s is yes. So u naught of 0 comma s become s cube. Okay, so now we got the value for x. When t is equal to 0, you will get the constants values, right? So when t is equal to 0, x naught of s is equal to c1 plus c2. X naught of s value is 0, so you will get c1 plus c2 is equal to 0. So in this step, I cannot find out the value of c1 and c2 separately. So what I will do is, I will solve for y, then we will relate those two equations so that we may find out the value of c1 and c2. I have considered the same your equation 2, that is y is equal to dx by dt. I know the value of x. So y is equal to d by dt into x value is c1 e power t plus c2 e power minus t. Differentiate this with respect to t, you will get y is equal to c1 e power t minus c2 e power minus t, right? So when t is equal to 0, you will get y naught of s is equal to c1 minus c2. So this implies c1 minus c2 is equal to s. Call this as equation number 6. Now if you solve your equation 5 and 6, you will get the value of your constants, right? So first I will add those two equations. Adding 5 and 6, we get, so c2 gets cancelled. You will get 2c1 is equal to s. So this becomes c1 is equal to s by 2, right? So if you substitute this value in any of your equation number 5 and 6, you will get the value of C2. Now substitute the value of C1 and C2 in your equation, in your x and y solution, so that you will get solution as, therefore x is equal to s by 2, that is C1, into e power t plus minus s by 2 into e power minus t. If you solve this, you will get x is equal to s by 2 into e power t minus e power minus t. I will call this as equation number 7. Similarly, if you substitute the value of C1 and C2 here, you will get y, right? So y is equal to s by 2 into e power t minus of minus s by 2 into e power minus t. So this implies y is equal to s by 2 into e power t plus e power minus t. I will call this as equation number 8. Okay, now let's find out the value of u. This is as usual variable separable method. I have integrated here. You will get u is equal to e power t plus c3. When t is equal to 0, you can find out the value of c3. So after substituting, you will get u is equal to s cube into e power t. Now I have to eliminate s and t here. So for that, what I will do is I will add your equation number 7 and 8, that is x and y you have, right? So I will add these two equations. So if I add 7 and 8, I will get these two terms gets cancelled, since I have minus and I have plus here. So you will get 2 times of s by 2 into e power t. 2 gets cancelled. You will get x plus y as s into e power t, right? So now this will become e power t is equal to x plus y divided by s. Okay, so call this as equation number 10. Now I will subtract your equation 7 and 8. Subtracting seven and 8, so you will get x minus, subtracting 7 from 8. Okay, so you will get y minus x is equal to s by 2 into 2 times of e power minus t here, right? 2 gets cancelled. You will get y minus x is equal to s into e power minus t. This implies e power minus t is equal to y minus x by s. So call this as equation number 11. In order to eliminate s and t, if you have any other easy procedure, you can follow that. So now I will multiply these two equations so that I will get my solution in terms of s, because here I have e power t and e power minus t. If I multiply these two things, since bases are same, if I add the powers, you will get e power 0, that is nothing but 1. So your t gets eliminated there. Multiplying 10 and 11, you will get e power t into e power minus t is equal to x plus y by s into y minus x by s. So this implies 1 is equal to y plus x into y minus x divided by s square. This implies s square will be in terms of y plus x into y minus x, right? So now call this as equation number 12, and now you can substitute your equation number 10 and 12 in your equation number 9, so that you can find out the solution for u, which is independent of s and t. E power t is nothing but y minus x by s. Substitute here, you will get u is equal to s cube into y minus x by s, ss gets cancelled, you will get u is equal to s square into y minus x. Now I have value for s square, that is y plus x into y minus x. Substitute this here, you will get u is equal to y plus x into y minus x into y minus x. This is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. You can write it as a square minus b square. So, or you can stop here itself, no problem. Sorry, e power t value is x plus y by s. This is not y minus x, this is y plus x. So if you want, you can write one more step, that is x plus y whole square into y minus x. This is the solution for your case 1. Try to solve this same procedure for your case 2. Okay, thank you.